The polling company chosen to select the audience for the BBC and APO's election debate has defended its political makeup amid claims of left-wing bias. Andrew Hawkins, founder of ComRes, said the recruitment of people to watch the seven-way debate had been more complex than he had ever witnessed. He said 5 of the parties were left of center, which meant sharing is going to be skewed in one direction. But Boris Johnson said the debate was an echo chamber for left-wing VIEWS. The set-piece event, which took place in Cambridge, featured Labour and APO's Jeremy Corbyn, Lib Dem leader Tim Farron, UKIP and APO's Paul Nuttall, SNP deputy leader Angus Robertson, Green co-leader Carolyn Lucas and Plaid CYMRU and APO's Leanne Wood. Conservative leader Theresa May came in for some criticism for refusing to take part in the debate, with Home Secretary Amber Rudd taking her place. The BBC said it commissioned ComRes to recruit an audience that was representative of the country demographically and and this included age, gender, ethnicity, socio-economic factors, party politics, how they voted in the EU referendum, and some who had been undecided. During the debate there was cheering and booing which led some, including Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson, to suggest the audience was biased. Mr. Johnson told BBC Breakfast it was 7 people speaking to probably the most left-wing studio audience the BBC has ever brought together. But ComRes founder Mr. Hawkins told BBC 5 Live a lot of thought had gone into the audience selection. Audience members selected using detailed questionnaire designed by ComRes and approved by BBC adults who campaigned at any election from 2014 filtered out Conservative and Labour had the largest share of supporters in the room 50-50 split of Remain and Leave voters at the EU referendum. Audience members contacted by phone and rescreened on key questions to ensure consistency with previous answers, Mr. Hawkins said. If you have a panel of people, 1 from the governing party, Conservatives, 1 from WHAT and APO's regarded as a right-wing party, UKIP, and 5 from broadly left-wing parties, and you give those speakers equal airtime, it means YOU and APO's re-giving 5 slots of airtime to the left-wing parties for every 2 slots to the not-so-left-wing parties. Therefore it and APO's inevitable that the cheering is going to be skewed in one direction. What I can say is that the recruitment for this was more complex and more rigorously executed than any I and APO's ever witnessed. He said Brexit had added an extra layer of complications to the selection process because an equal number of Leavers and Remainers had to be chosen. We screened out people who have campaigned politically at any time in the last 3 years. He said. But equally, you need to get people who are politically engaged, so the audience DON and APO's sit there and say nothing and do nothing, so you do get some reaction. Mr. Hawkins said the audience response was a reflection of the fact that the Conservatives were on the back foot because Theresa May didn't and APO's turn up, and therefore it and APO's a bit of an easy target. The reaction of the audience during Wednesday NIGHT and APO's televised debate was in contrast to the first ever UK general election TV debates from 2010, when the audience was not allowed to applaud during the programme, only at the beginning and end.